Good morning time, good evening time, good afternoon time, whatever the case may be in your part of the world, crisscrossing wires. And today, I want to give you guys a little quick tour around eWorld slash my man cave, but yeah, what I refer to as eWorld. If you don't know, other than just e-bikes, I am a tech head, all around gadget geek for sure. And I've always been that way. I've always been into tech. Before I started my e-bike channel, actually I wanted to do a products review channel like cell phones and everything. Man, I am heavily into all that stuff. I've had just about all of the latest and greatest cell phones, mainly Android. I am not an iOS guy, although I have a few iOS products just because you have to, as you know, some things run on iOS, unfortunately, and some things are better on iOS, just like a lot of things are better on Android. I'm an Android guy because if you are a real tech enthusiast, you'll know that the difference between Android and iOS is Android is highly customizable. One thing I don't like is being the same as everyone else. So Android has always given you the ability to customize, your cell phone as far as how it's set up, just everything about it. For the longest time, Apple devices were all the same. They all looked the same. They all had the same screens, app drawers, and everything. Yeah, you could change your wallpapers back in the day, but that was pretty much it. Android has always been fully customizable, and that's what I love about Android. I normally try to keep the latest and greatest device, although right now, as far as my cell phone, I'm still rocking my Note 20 Ultra because the Note 20 Ultra was the last Note device. They stopped making the Notes. I know, they have the S23 Ultra and all that, but it's not really an official Note. I love, using my stylist, and the stylist and the Note is Bluetooth, so I mean that gives you a lot of extra added features, like remote shutter and everything. If you're using a camera, remote as far as playing videos and all that. I just like all those little tech features. So yeah, this is my little computer setup right now. My computer, I actually built my computer. It's nothing spectacular. It's a gaming PC, and I would like to upgrade it. It's starting to get a little dated, but it's still a very nice system, powerful enough to run all the games in 4K at a high frame rate, and powerful enough to do some really good editing. Although, as you guys already know, I do not edit much at all, but I have been working on my editing. But as of right now, and the main problem I have with editing is it takes a lot of time. I watch these big channels, and although their videos are phenomenal, yeah, it may take them 2 or 3 days worth of editing to do a video. And man, as many videos as I do, I don't have that type of time. I'm working on it, you know, to try to make some of my videos better. I just hope that the content outweighs the video quality and all that. I know a lot of people like to see fancy edits and all that, but you know, I leave those for those guys that just review e-bikes and have nothing really to offer the public other than, you know, little information on products, and they popping wheelies and filming group rides. I would hope that my content, as far as trying to kick a little knowledge here and there and attempt to show people how to DIY, you know, hopefully the content is more relevant than the quality of my videos. I know if I could do both, that would help my channel tremendously. Actually, AI is getting so good now that you can almost have videos edited with AI. Okay, but that being said, yeah, just a little background on myself, and I like tech stuff. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I want to do a little studio tour, and don't get it twisted as most of the haters do, because haters just hate no matter what, and haters tend to always look at things as though you trying to show off or flex. And that, look man, it's not even about that. Just like I said, I love tech, so the fact that I have a lot of tech stuff, I don't do this for anyone else but myself. You know, I like to feel immersed in everything. You know, even like I do sim racing, and yeah, I love it. Like I tell people a lot of times, it's the next best thing as far as feeling wise to riding on my e-bike. I mean, when I'm out there riding on my bike, you know, that gives me a lot of pleasure. If it's raining or cold outside, the next best thing is I sit here and I immerse myself in sim racing. And I'm not a gamer. I've never been a gamer. I feel like, you know, playing games is a waste of time. Don't get me wrong, if you're a gamer, I'm not knocking that. I'm just saying, you know, sim racing is gaming, but that's the only type of gaming I do. And like I said, I try to make it as immersive as possible, which is why I have a sim rig with a wheel that has feedback and everything. So, you know, there's resistance there, and the wheel fights you and moves. And I also have a gear shifter and e-brake and all that, even though I don't do a lot of drifting. But I mean, I have it. I have the pedals, you know, the clutch, the gas, the brake, everything. Like I said, I like to feel immersed in it. I also have virtual headset. Man, when you put the virtual on and you know, sit in the chair, and man, it's just about as real as it can get. In fact, I want to show you what some sim racing looks like. So I have this video up. Check it out.
Let's use everything here to move it to the inside. We're going to have to go around a long way.
And that's this guy's channel. I'm not going to try to take credit for his video, but man, he has a sim rig. He's got like 100K in his sim rig.
This week to try and get things looking as realistic as I possibly can for you guys, within the limitations of the game, of course. And I'm pretty happy with how things have turned out. So we're starting from 5th place on the grid today. We've got a assortment of Red Bulls and Aston Martins ahead of us. Perez, and I think it was Alonso on the front row. You guys can see on the overlay for yourselves. You don't need me to tell you. But starting from 5th, hopefully we can make something happen from here. A 18-lap sprint race around the Red Bull ring. So if you're wondering about the rig, yes, this is my real hands. Hello. This is a real steering wheel that you're looking at as well. Everything else is virtual. So there's a full rig tour linked in the description down below if you're interested in learning more about it. Whoop, try not to blow up my engine. We've also got to say a big thank you.
Yeah, his sim rig is pretty amazing, as you can see, man. He has a cockpit and everything, and a full 360 screen around. Man, it's just awesome. But like I say, he's got like 100K invested in it. All right, so just showing you a little bit of my setup. Like I said, this is my sim rig. This is my little computer station. Razer keyboard, Razer mouse, Samsung curved monitor, 220 hertz. That's my gaming PC right there. I got printer there. I got another keyboard for when I'm sim racing. Yeah, this is my little sim rig, and they do have better rigs and better wheels. This is what I'm working with right now. It's a Thrustmaster. I like to get a Fanatec direct drive, so that's my next step. I have another rig that I purchased that I haven't assembled yet. It's motorized. It actually moves and vibrates and lifts and all that. But yeah, that's going to take up a lot of room in here. But at some point I'll get that set up. So yeah, right now I'm using this LG OLED TV as a monitor, and it's pretty good. It's definitely not as immersive as VR, but you know, if I'm just using that, it's pretty good. Normally I turn the lights out in here. I've got surround sound in my man cave, so I mean, yeah, when I turn it up, I'm telling you, man, I feel like I'm really on a racetrack somewhere. PlayStation 5, which I sim race on PS5 and PC, depending on which game or which racing I'm doing. I have iRacing and Assetto Corsa on the PC. It's my little charging station right here, and like I said, I'm old school as far as audio, so I still have a lot of old school audio over here. The cats done bump my stuff around, and they move stuff all the time. But believe it or not, I have a lot of good cameras, although I don't use them for recording, but I've been in the cameras too. Super zooms, I love super zooms. I look at the moon and all that stuff. Astrophotography, I got a few drones. I got an old school drone up there. The original Phantom 4, Phantom 3 Professional, Spark. I just got the new DJI Mini that's under 250 grams, so I can fly that anywhere because they got weight restrictions as far as flying around the public and everything. So yeah, and you know, I got a telescope over there. You know, I'm a nerd somewhat as far as tech goes. I'm definitely not a nerd as far as real life. Man, yeah, I'm out there old school mob for real, and you'll be, anyway, I ain't gonna talk about that. But yeah, as far as tech goes, I'm a nerd, no question. But yeah, all right, so that's my little studio. You know, I'm a guy that has quite a few hobbies. I'm into a lot of stuff, man. Like I said, I used to be in a ham radio. I want to get back into ham radio. Reason why I can't really do it right now is where we're living in these condos. You know, I like to set up a big tower with a beam antenna and all that. And these folks wouldn't like it too much around here if they couldn't watch TV. So yeah, one time I used to collect watches, so I have a lot of analog watches, but now, like I said, I'm into tech, so I mostly do smart watches now. But yeah, so this is my little tech studio, eWorld, and I can pretty much this is why I don't run the streets like I used to when I was young. The streets is real dangerous out there. I ain't got to tell you guys. So you know, I made it to be the age I am now, living in Baltimore City, knock on wood, and I'm happy to have made it to these years that I'm in now. And so now I try to, you know, stay to myself and stay out of harm's way for the most part. Alright, y'all, take it easy, take care. Crisscrossing Wires, this is eWorld, and thanks for checking out my little studio. Take it easy, take care. Crooked Finger Productions, deuces, we out. Peace.